3 people are dead in Union City, Michigan tonight. A tornado ripped homes clean off their foundations yesterday. And here is the part that should concern every single one of you watching right now. That was only the beginning. The next 72 hours will bring an even more dangerous wave of severe weather stretching from Texas to the Great Lakes, and by Tuesday, the setup looks even stronger than what we just experienced. If you live anywhere east of Interstate 35, you need to hear what is coming. Here is my promise to you. Stay with me for the next few minutes and I will give you the exact timing of when these storms hit your area, which cities face the highest tornado risk, and a critical pattern shift coming by mid-March that could flip everything upside down. And at the 5-minute mark, I am going to reveal which specific region faces the most dangerous tornado parameter space I have seen so far this season. You do not want to miss that. But first, let me show you where we are right now because the numbers from yesterday are staggering. Storm reports confirm tornadoes across 4 states: southwestern, lower Michigan, northeastern Oklahoma just outside Tulsa, northeastern Texas, and southwestern Arkansas. 3 fatalities in Union City alone, multiple injuries, homes destroyed, and that was just one day in what is shaping up to be a 5-day severe weather marathon across the United States. Right now, as you are watching this, a massive squall line is pushing from Ohio all the way down to central Texas. This line stretches over 1,000 miles, and along its leading edge, we are seeing wind gusts in the 60 to 70 miles per hour range with quarter-sized hail. That is a coin roughly 1 inch in diameter, slamming into cars, rooftops, and anything left outside. So who is in the danger zone today? Let me walk you through it city by city. If you are in Syracuse, New York, you are in it. Detroit, Fort Wayne, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Akron, Canton, Zanesville, Athens, all of Ohio, you are in it. Lancaster, Pennsylvania, northern West Virginia. Drop south and we are talking San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, Waco, Austin, the entire Gulf Coast of Texas. Then sweep through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, the Western Carolinas, and into southeastern Virginia. That is tens of millions of people under threat today alone. Now here is where the timing matters. This afternoon through this evening, the squall line pushes southeast. The highest tornado risk today sits in a corridor from Pittsburgh down through Akron, Canton, Columbus, and into northern West Virginia. That is where wind shear is the strongest, meaning the atmosphere is literally twisting the air in ways that spin up tornadoes. By midnight tonight, the line starts to weaken in the north but stays dangerous across Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and coastal Texas, where instability remains high. If you are in those Gulf Coast states, your window of highest risk runs from late evening through the overnight hours. Tomorrow, Sunday, March the 8th, the threat shrinks but does not disappear. A low-end risk sets up from Charlotte to Raleigh, down to the Triangle area, Fayetteville, over to Florence, and up into Virginia Beach and Newport News. Tomorrow is more about damaging straight-line winds and some hail rather than tornadoes, but do not let your guard down. Any storm in that zone can still cause serious damage. Here is where I need you to pay very close attention because what comes next is the part most people are not ready for. Monday brings a brief lull. Enjoy it. Take a breath. Because by Tuesday, March the 10th, a whole new storm system explodes across the country, and this one has the potential to be significantly stronger than what we saw on Friday. Let me explain why. Remember that cut-off low-pressure system sitting off Baja California? It has been spinning there for days, disconnected from the main jet stream like a weather bomb waiting to go off. By Monday into Tuesday, it gets kicked back into the flow by an incoming trough. When that happens, it phases with the northern polar jet and unleashes a massive area of rising air, instability, and wind shear across the heart of the country. The thermodynamic setup for Tuesday is what has me most concerned. We are looking at 3,000 joules per kilogram of storm energy building across the Midwest. To put that in perspective, Friday's outbreak that killed 3 people had less energy to work with than what Tuesday is projecting. This is a stronger thermodynamic environment with more fuel for violent storms. Now here is the 5-minute reveal I promised you. The significant tornado parameter space on Tuesday points directly at northwestern Illinois. I am talking about the Chicagoland area, Naperville, Aurora, Rockford, Freeport, and the Quad Cities. A warm front will be draped across this region, and along that boundary the atmosphere will be primed for strong, potentially violent tornadoes. We learned yesterday in Union City, Michigan, exactly what warm front tornadoes can do. This is the same type of setup, and the temperature contrast is absolutely wild. On Tuesday afternoon, southeastern Iowa and northern Illinois could hit the mid to upper 70s. Drive 3 hours north into central Wisconsin and it could be snowing with temperatures in the mid-30s. That is a 40-degree temperature difference over less than 200 miles. When you see a gradient like that in mid-March, the atmosphere is loaded and ready to fire. Let me give you the Tuesday timeline. Morning hours should be quiet across most of the region. By noon to 1 in the afternoon, Central Time, supercells begin forming around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and up near Tulsa. Those initial storms could be tornadic. Through the afternoon, the action spreads. We are watching the dry line and Pacific front from Dallas up through Oklahoma City, Joplin, through the Ozarks, to Topeka, Des Moines, Springfield, and Chicago. Simultaneously, the warm front to the north becomes the secondary and possibly more dangerous threat zone stretching across northern Illinois, northwestern Indiana, and southeastern Iowa. By evening, this becomes a full-blown severe weather event across the entire central United States. Do not skip past this part. Wednesday, March the 11th is not safe either. The Storm Prediction Center does not yet have enough confidence to draw an official outlook, but the data suggests severe weather from the Ohio Valley down to the Gulf Coast. That means Cleveland, Nashville, Jackson, Mississippi, New Orleans all need to be watching. A 15% risk area has already been highlighted from the Ark-La-Tex region all the way into Tennessee, Kentucky, the Ohio Valley, and even into Pennsylvania. Thursday pushes the threat into Georgia and South Carolina with some stronger storms possible. And on the backside of this entire system, snow. Yes, snow in mid-March. The cold air rushing in behind the front will drop the snow line further south than many people expect. The upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and New England could see accumulating snowfall. Wisconsin alone could see significant totals if the pattern verifies. The European model is even hinting at a potential nor'easter forming by mid-March. Now let me talk about flooding because this is a compounding problem. East Texas, Louisiana, southeastern Arkansas, all of Mississippi, and western Alabama are looking at 1 to 3 inches of rainfall through this weekend. Then another round next week dumps even more. The soil in many of these areas is already oversaturated. The Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk for excessive rainfall across the Ark-La-Tex and lower Mississippi Delta regions. Flash flooding is a real and growing concern. Over the next 10 days, some areas could see 3 to 6 inches of total rainfall. For parts of Washington and Oregon out west, the Olympic Mountains could see up to a foot of precipitation. Flood watches will likely expand as we move through the week. Here's the bigger picture that ties all of this together. The temperature pattern across the United States is about to undergo a dramatic shift. Right now, we are running 20 to 30 degrees above average across the eastern half of the country. Record-breaking warmth is expected Tuesday, with temperatures possibly hitting 80 degrees in the Midwest. Indiana could wake up Wednesday morning with temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s. But by Thursday morning, those same locations drop into the mid to upper 20s. That is a 40-degree crash in 24 hours. By mid-March, around the 15th through the 22nd, a persistent northwest flow pattern sets up across the eastern United States. This means colder air, multiple rounds of snow for the Midwest, the northern Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes, and New England, and a return to more typical March weather. Meanwhile, the western states stay warm with above-average temperatures continuing through much of the month. The GFS model has been consistently showing a potentially massive winter storm by the following weekend, around March 15th. We are talking a 980 millibar surface low, which is a very deep and powerful system. If that verifies, blizzard conditions could develop across Wisconsin, the upper Great Lakes, and strong damaging winds could sweep from Indiana down through Kentucky. Michigan, which just had a violent tornado, could be looking at a significant snowstorm just 1 week later. That is March for you. So here is what you need to do right now. If you are anywhere from Central Texas up to Chicago and the Midwest, Tuesday is your day to prepare. Have your safe room identified. Make sure your weather alerts are turned on. Charge your devices. Know where the nearest shelter is. If you are in northwestern Illinois, this is not a drill. The parameter space for significant tornadoes is real, and for those in the Gulf Coast states, Wednesday through Thursday is your window of highest concern. Drop a comment right now telling me where you are watching from. I want to make sure you get a specific forecast for your area, whether you are in Houston, Chicago, Nashville, Detroit, Charlotte, Oklahoma City, or anywhere in between. Tell me your city and I will make sure to cover it. And do not miss tomorrow's video because we will have updated model data on that Tuesday outbreak. The timing could shift, the risk areas could expand, and that potential blizzard by mid-March is something we are going to be tracking very closely. The next 10 days are going to be a weather roller coaster unlike anything we have seen so far this year. Stay with me, stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow.